To my left, sat here right now, is a one of one, as far as I know, Audi RS3 8V 3-door. Fully converted, absolutely everything. It looks incredible. But before I show you how good this looks, let's have a little bit of a recap of how I got to this point, and there's a few things we need to do before I can reveal this car. I bought this Audi RS3, which looks great from the front, but awful from the back. This was involved in a pretty big crash and was written off as a Cat B, which means it can't go back on the road. But all those front end parts that you see there are all good, and I can use them for parts. So I need to find a donor car to put that lovely sounding 5-pot into. And that is where I found this poorly Audi A3 3-door TDI with an engine problem. It wasn't worth much, it's an exclusive colour, and it needs quite a lot of money spent on it to repair it. So I thought I'd ditch this horrible sounding 2-litre engine and we'd put the engine from the RS3 in, as well as everything else. So we're going to combine these two cars to make one great car. This is the final part to this series, so go click on the top right corner if you haven't watched the series up to date so far. And keep watching to the end of this video because you will be in with a chance to win an Audi RS3 for just a couple of quid on Compete for Cars. So holding these side skirts on, they are clipped in loosely at the bottom here, and then there is like a really small bit of adhesive that just goes across the top here, which then holds the side skirt to the body. So what we need to do is unclip it from the bottom and then obviously tear off the adhesive across the top. Now, the reason the heat gun actually made a mess and didn't help me whatsoever is because the plastic side skirt heated up quicker than the glue did. So all I ended up doing was heating up the side skirt, trying to lift it off, and it just distorted the side skirt instead because it got too hot, and it ended up ripping the side skirt, as you saw with that RS3 one at the end there. So actually with the last one I didn't use any heat at all. I kind of just like lifted it up and just tried to pull it away, because that way the side skirt's stronger because I haven't heated it, and the glue did eventually come off. So I'm going to employ that tactic with this one, and hopefully it goes well, probably the best. So there we go. Sort of when you get it going, it pulls out all right. Ah. Right, now it should, if we just kind of pull it up and out like this, so out at the bottom, kind of like up a little bit. No heat, and that works better. There we go. And the only one I didn't break is the one I don't need. But there we go, we live and learn. Do not use heat. Right, I've just spent a while, I've cut in the middle and I've cut just over an inch out. And you can see there, if we zoom in, it's in line with the front there. And I've also got it in line with the back. So we're spot on there. I just now need to fix this middle mess. I need to join it all up. There's a bit missing just at the top there as well that you can see. And I think I'm just going to take it off to the body shop and get them to fix it. Put some plasti weld in there and get it looking respectable. Now I need to crack on and get the rear of this car put back together for the big reveal. So the first thing I did was actually clean it all out, take everything out and start putting it back in. Now I've started off with the two side trims and they have my Bang & Olufsen speaker tweeters in each one. So I need to be careful to plug those in and get the seat belts in the right order too. And then it's the side trims I just clip back in. This is all fairly simple. I've already stripped them twice before, so it isn't taking too long. The rear benches just slot in and then they bolt in the middle. And these are the RS3 seats as well, and they just fit straight in. So that was a bonus because I wasn't actually sure. And also we need to fit our Revo carbon intake and elbow as well. Now this was a bit fiddly. It did take a few hours to do. It was a tight fit, but you can see just the size difference there of the new one. The Revo one is a lot bigger and the intake pipe's a lot bigger. Now that is going to help us when we tune the car to stage 2 along with a front mount intercooler from Revo as well. So a big thanks to Revo for helping out on this build, and it's not the last we'll see of them. We have to take it to their headquarters to be tuned, but I'm going to leave the links to them in my description. Once we've got that carbon intake installed, we're now at a point where we can send the car off to be altered visually. So it's a new week and I have just loaded the RS3 door up onto the trailer because I am dropping it off somewhere to have a little bit of a transformation. I think you probably can guess probably by now that I'm gonna get it wrapped, and it's gonna be a bit of a surprise color because you're probably expecting it to be blue, but we're gonna do the blue at some point later down the line. But for now I thought I'd go a bit of a different color. And yeah, I mean, if you think it looks good now, I cannot wait to show you what it's going to look like, and myself, with the new wrap and also the Vossen alloys too. So while this is away getting wrapped, it's going to take about 5 days. Let's have a bit of a breakdown of numbers so far, and also find out what's going to happen with the V5 and the legality of the car. Now, if you can just about see it, I have a whiteboard full of prices, and from the first video, I said our initial cost was the RS3 shell and the A3 shell at £11,500. Now, we have gone up quite a lot since then, and there are probably a few things that I've missed off as well. I have kind of given a miscellaneous budget there, which included things like a battery, gear gaiter, badges, little things like that, which I just can't be bothered to list separately. So we have the rear bumper and diffuser was £700. Headlight, £500, tyres, £600, a new RS3 side skirt because I broke one of them, £105, prop shaft being re-engineered, £650, I put miscellaneous £450, the wrap was £1,700, the rear lights were £200, the boot, all the boot floor was £400, and that gives us a total, as I said, probably missed some bits off, £16,805 so far. But we should be able to get some money back from selling parts from the RS3 that I didn't need, and also the 3-door. I have already sold the engine and the front seats, which is about 600 quid. So there's so many more parts that I can sell. I reckon in the region of between £2,500 and £5,000 worth. So I'm just going to put £3,000 to err on the side of caution of parts to sell. So that would bring that down to about, actually no, forget that. It will go towards the full cost of spraying it Sprint Blue in the fullness of time. So you could probably actually ignore that. So we're going to be around about, once it's sprayed blue, you could argue I've wasted 1,700 quid, but here we go. It's going to be about 18 grand in it, all in. And the cheapest RS3, I haven't included the mods by the way because I didn't have to do those. Those were optional, so it doesn't really matter. But the cheapest Audi RS3 facelift Dazza, that's not Cat S because this isn't Cat S, remember, it's HPI clear, £27,000. So I've managed to get a one-off 3-door RS3 one of one for about £10,000 less. So I'll call that a result. Now, moving on to the V5. Now, this is the old V5 from the A3, actually the blue one. This is before I put it in my name. And we can see some details on it that we have to change, like diesel car, its gross weight, its cylinder capacity, its type of fuel, and the colour as well I need to change. Sorry, I told you the colour, I've changed it to then. I had to edit that out. And you can actually do that. So we've got a box here that says change my vehicle details. So I've literally just filled all this in. Obviously, it only tells you to change the things that are changing. So if like my wheel plan, my chassis number isn't changing, so I've just left them blank. But my cylinder capacity has changed, my type of fuel, my engine number's changed, the tax class has changed for tax purposes, and the colour as well. So I've just filled out all the differences here and then sent that back to the DVLA. But I'm still awaiting news. So I actually sent that off around about a month ago, and I'm still waiting to hear of anything. New V5 still hasn't been issued, but I haven't had a call to say that there's an issue either. Now, they do say the DVLA will notify me if the car needs an inspection, so it should be pretty clear. Either they'll come back to me, all good, here's your new details, or they'll come back to me and say, yeah, you need an inspection first. But either or, those shouldn't be too much of an issue. So I'm just waiting to find out about that, and because of that, I don't really want to get it MOT just yet either, because it's going to say obviously diesel car, and it's not a diesel car, so I don't want there to be complications. Now, don't worry, it is supposed to be in black and white, and that is for a very good reason, and that is because the car is no longer blue, but I'm not ready yet to reveal it to you. There's still a few more things I need to do before I do the full reveal, which is coming up very soon. I just wanted to show you what I've been getting up to in the meantime, because obviously, at fear of repeating myself, by obviously now putting the interior back together on this, I have skipped a lot of stuff. So I thought I'd just give you a quick overview of what I've done. The only thing that needs to be put in here now is the boot floor. And also I do need to find a way of securing the sub because I haven't done that yet. But that is all the back put together. In this side, look, it's still a little bit of a mess. As I said, I'm still finishing it. I've just put the folding mirror on that side, but it doesn't fold yet, so I think I need to program this door control module too. What we've got here, well, there's actually nothing more to see really on this side, but to see the RS3 seats fully fitted in the back, which was a result. And also what was a result is the stitching for the RS3 seats was exactly the same as the TTRS seat. So that seamlessly, worked perfectly. And I'm just going to go around to this side. And one other little thing I've done, which is cool, is you might have just seen it on the last clip. I have now got an RS3 kick plate. So I've removed the S-Line one, which is a little bit longer. You can see where it went up to here and here. And obviously, because it's a 5-door, it was smaller doors, so we had a smaller kick plate, but that is now in position. But that is now backlit. The wiring literally fed into the loom here, obviously RS3 loom, so it all plugs straight in. And yeah, this all door card's all built up. Interior is now fully back together. So there's now only a couple of things I need to do for the big reveal, and that is I'm going to finish putting the kick plate on the passenger side, because obviously the wiring goes under the body, so then I can fit the trim, and then the interior is fully done. And also I need to fit my Vossen wheels, and that will complete the look. But if we just head over to the workshop, and in here I have my Vossen alloys. I've already revealed them to you, so it's no secret what they look like. I have already fitted my PS5 tyre to one of the wheels. I've just got the other 3 in boxes there and the other 3 tyres. So I'm going to fit those 3 off camera quickly too. And also, GTR's back as well. Rob and Chris at Salvage Rebuilds have smashed the rear quarter on the GTR. I have it now back in my possession, and there will be a video also coming on that very soon too. Now the finishing touches is fitting this kick plate on the passenger side so I can finish putting the trims to the interior together. And to remove the old one, it was pretty simple. I just heated it up with a heat gun, pulled it off, then I had to use a toffee wheel to get all the rubber residue off, put new sticky plates on, and then fit the new one and connect my little light up. And then fitting the side skirt. For some reason I lost all the footage to this, I don't know why, but that's where I cut it, and then I sent it to the body shop to be smoothed over, repaired, put in primer, and then it was ready to be wrapped. Now, the final piece of the puzzle are the wheels, and I have the wheels, I just need to fit the tyres to them. So we'll get all those on, and I think we're now ready to reveal the car. Come on, how good does this look? And yes, I went for a kind of a dark, it's actually called a gloss black green. Now when the sun hits it, which I'm trying to get it to do, it really pops in the sunlight. It is a really nice deep green, but then when you look down the side, it kind of looks black. But I wanted something that was really going to set off the wheels, and doing the matte aluminium styling package, because I've had that wrapped in matte alley, which is an optional extra. And obviously the folding mirrors as well in matte alley, and I've also had the side trims done in matte alley instead of chrome as well. And yeah, it just looks so good. I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to just see kind of the green there popping in the sun. I'll take you around to the back, but it does look really good. I've actually got one final touch to do, and that is just put an RS3 badge on there to complete the RS3 conversion. And got my Vossen wheels, and these are actually custom made with custom offsets to fit this car specifically. So we've actually got a different offset to the front and the rear, and you'll be able to see they're slightly concave at the front to obviously allow for the extra width on the wheel arch. We've had no spacers, and they just fit perfectly flush front and rear, and they are looking really, really good. Rear diffuser, RS3, car looks epic. Now you may be wondering, why did I wrap the car? Because the whole point of it was I bought an exclusive Sprint blue color, and it just turned out that obviously the car had done 160,000 miles, the shell. The color had been repaired in a few places, the paintwork wasn't great, and it just turned out it was going to need a full respray. And I am going to do that. It's just, it was going to take a long time, and I wanted to get this series kind of wrapped up before. I didn't want to put another one on hold, so I thought having it a wrap, a nice different color, would be able to finish it off nicely. And then at some point, maybe in 6 months or a year or two, I will then strip it back, and then we'll get a full respray in the exclusive Sprint blue. But for now, she is gloss black green, and just let me know what you think in the comments. But I think it is a really, I mean, I don't know if I'm just biased, but I think it looks incredible. Obviously with our full RS3 interior now as well, with our TTRS seats, everything plumbed in and working, and then I've got also our RS3 rear bench there, but just everything is now working. Everything's spot on. I haven't done the door shuts because it was going to be like another 400 quid, and obviously I don't plan to keep it green forever, so there was no point doing it. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. It's, it looks awesome. I don't know if it looks better in the flesh or not than what you're seeing on camera, but on the camera, it looks incredible. Now, there are a few things I haven't done. It is visually done. I'm having a windscreen put in it, which is why I haven't bothered fitting the wiper motors yet. And then the only last thing we need to do is the prop shaft, which I haven't fitted. And that is because I'm getting one custom made. Now, the prop shaft that come off this car, the center bearing wasn't that great. It needs shortening. So instead of buying an S3 one that could be in the same boat, I decided to send the prop shaft from this car, not sorry, this car, but the RS3 Cat B one, to be sent away to have a new center bearing made, a better one, a stronger one, and also adapted to fit the 3-door chassis. So that should be back in a couple of weeks. But we don't need that to do MOT or anything like that. So as I mentioned earlier, I am still waiting for the V5 to come back to clarify it's like what we've got to do. As I said, the DVLA are going to tell me if I need to do an inspection, or they can just change the details and all hunky-dory. But until I get that V5 back, I don't want to take it to MOT. So we're just at a point now where we're going to wait. But luckily there is going to be another video on this RS3 anyway, because we've got to take it to Revo headquarters to be tuned. So obviously we've got the Revo intake, intercooler, elbow, and we've got the sports downpipe as well. So we're going to be going for a stage 2, roughly 525 brake horsepower. So for now, guys, that is the RS3 done. The next video on it won't be too far away. But obviously we need to get the RS7 engine in and get that finished, the Q8 finished as well, and also the GTR. So it's going to be at officially Gas Track Day on the, I believe it's the 26th of July. So there will be a video probably around that time, but you will be seeing it there. I'll be taking it. I think that's pretty much wraps up the RS3 for now, guys. I did say at the beginning of this video that a car would be raffled. It's not going to be the RS3 3-door. It's going to be something, well, in theory, better. An Audi RS3 8Y facelift Vorsprung carbon black. Now this here is an Audi RS3 carbon Vorsprung that I ordered brand new car around 8 or 9 months ago. Now I actually ordered this as a bit of a, I don't know, present to myself, I suppose, for just how much hard work I've put in for the last 6 years on everything. And it is an exclusive Nogaro blue as well. Very rare car this. I only took delivery of it a week or so ago. And the idea that the whole reason I put it in exclusive, obviously Nogaro, back to Audi's heritage, and I plan to keep this car for quite some time until the 3-door come along. Now, as I said, I ordered this 8 months ago because it's exclusive colour. It took a long time to come, and I also ticked every single option box bar the ceramic brakes. And the only reason I didn't pick them is because it was £5 and you only get front. So I thought that was a bit crap, so I didn't bother with that. But otherwise, it has every optional. It includes the carbon buckets as well now. But I can't let the 3-door go. I've just spent so much time, effort on it in the last sort of 6 or 7 weeks. And it's now a 1 of 1 as well. So I just can't let that go now and I can't have 2 RS3s, it's pointless. So I thought, one of you guys can win it for a couple of quid. So there you go, guys. The RS3 carbon exclusive Nogaro Blue is now on Compete for Cars for just £2.99. So let's have a little look around the 8Y Vorsprung. So because it's a Vorsprung, it comes with pretty much every option as standard. The only options I've gone for above that is obviously the exclusive Nogaro Blue paint. And I've also gone for the £2,000 option of the carbon bucket seats, which is new for the 8Y facelift. And I've gone for the red stitching as well. And you've got the like a matte carbon exposed back of the seats there. We have the, where is it? Sonus sound system that we can see over there. We have a panoramic roof. We've got 360 cameras. Oh, there's just too much to explain, really. Even actually, I've just noticed that the wheels on the RS3 8Y are also a staggered setup. So you see the rears there, but the fronts are actually a lot more concave. So completely different setup. They're wider as well, 265 at the front, and I believe 245 at the rear. Yep, so wider tyres now as well. And the other option I went for as well was electronic tailgate. So as you can see, it is fully spec'd, and the tailpipes are exactly like mine on the RS3 over there as well. Yeah, so it's carbon as well. So you've got carbon spoiler, carbon side skirts, carbon wing mirrors, carbon fronts, carbon on the dash as well. Look, it is a really, really nice car. Bit gutted, obviously it's my perfect car because I ordered it and the idea was to keep it, but as I said, it just doesn't make sense to keep. Now I don't need 2 RS3s and I've got to keep this one. I've just put so much hard work into it and it's 1 of 1, and yeah, I just want to enjoy it for now. So unfortunately it does mean that one of you guys can win this for just £2.99. And on that bombshell, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy the series on the RS3 3-door. Go grab your tickets for the RS3 8Y. There will be still more content on the 8V as well, remapped, etc. And also we'll finalise the legality of the car, MOT and all that stuff. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.